Are you tired of letting job search rejection define your worth? Every email that starts with, "Thank you for your interest, blah, blah, blah." Every silence after an interview, every polite no feels louder than it should. Imagine a world where every no actually brings you closer to your ideal path. What if I told you that your value was never on trial? And what if the season, as painful as it is not a setback, but a setup? Today, we are talking about how to find peace after the job search and how disappointment can quietly become one of your greatest sources of empowerment. This video will equip you with actionable strategies to reframe disappointment, transforming it from a source of frustration into a powerful catalyst for growth and true empowerment, no matter what external outcomes you face. This is Life Wisdom with Dr. T, a space where healing meets growth and becoming begins. Post-job search peace is very important for our young people nowadays. It begins with unpacking the disappointment. Job search hurts in a way people don't even acknowledge. It's not just a missed opportunity, it's a hit to your confidence. A question mark over your identity, a whisper that asks, am I enough? Am I even good enough? And here's the truth. If you feel disappointed, angry, or discouraged, you are human. It's okay. But don't confuse the pain of rejection with proof of inadequacy. No, you are not inadequate. That feeling you are sitting with right now, it's not an ending. It's a starting point. And it's important that you always keep that in mind. Move beyond the initial sting. Disappointment requires one thing. First, honesty. Not toxic positivity. Not pretending you don't care, but acknowledging, yes, it hurts, and I'm still worthy. When you allow yourself to feel without spiraling, you regain your footing very fast. You regain your footing very fast. Peace doesn't come from avoiding disappointment. It comes from knowing it doesn't define you. Disappointment does not define you. So get over that initial stink. That initial stink of rejection. We've all been rejected. You are not alone. Thousands of people are being rejected every day. So don't feel like your rejection is the end of the world. Yes, you may have given your best. You may have written, you had the best skill for the job. But we never know what the criteria were for choosing the people that were chosen for that position. So I call on you to reclaim your narrative beyond the resume. For a long time, it is easy to believe this lie. If they didn't choose me, I must not be valuable. No. But your resume is not your identity. Your job title is not your worth. And an offer letter is not a verdict on your potentials. Ask yourself the following questions. What was I really searching for? Was it security? Was it validation? Was it purpose? Or was it freedom? Sometimes a job rejection reveals something important. You were chasing an outcome, not alignment. An alignment matters more than approval. So it is important to rediscover what truly matters. In the quiet times after the job search ends or pauses, you may rediscover parts of yourselves that were ignored. What are your old interests? You may rediscover your creative energy. You may even rediscover your curiosity. What dreams that did not fit neatly into an application form? This is not wasted time. Every application is a learning moment. It allows you to reconnect. And sometimes, peace begins when you stop auditioning and start listening inwards. Find some strategic ways to get clarity. This begins with reflection, self-reflection. Reflection doesn't mean self-blame. It means asking the right questions. For example, what went well during this process? What drained me so much during this process? What actually energized me throughout the process? What did I learn about my own strength as I went through this process of job searching? Notice the difference between what you thought you wanted and what actually made you feel alive. Notice the difference between what you thought you wanted and what actually made you feel alive. You will recognize that disappointment has a way of clarifying truth. If you let it teach instead of punishing you, you will be able to realize that maybe that job was not actually for you. Now it's time to turn insights into direction. Maybe this season revealed a skill gap. Or did it show you that you want flexibility over prestige? Or did it teach you that your values matter more than your status? These insights are not failures. They are guidance. You are becoming more precise, not less capable. If it revealed a skill gap, maybe it's time for you to learn new skills that you can add into your resume. It's time for you to realize your shortcomings and to find ways of filling those gaps. Crafting a new path begins with redirection. This is where the shift comes in. You move from reactive to proactive. Instead of waiting to be chosen, you begin choosing. Maybe this means upskilling, finding more skills that you can add into your resume, getting more training, joining freelancing, exploring new fields. What other fields matches your skills Don't focus only on one skill. There are many other skills. Look for other fields out there that can match your experience or your skills. Start something small on your own, or simply rest and recalibrate. Sometimes we need to slow down and refocus. A plan B doesn't mean plan A failed. It means you trust yourself enough to adapt, and adaptability is power. I always tell my own children, always have a plan B, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. When you apply for a job, hope you will be called, but don't be so tight to that particular job that when you don't get that call, you get depressed. Always have a plan B, and I will tell you, it helps you to adapt yourself to different environments. Embrace your agency. True empowerment doesn't come from offers or approvals. It comes from knowing I can choose my next step even when life says no. Knowing your agency is intact, your worth is stable, and your future is not cancelled. Disappointment didn't weaken you, it refined you. So when that message, email, or call comes to let you know you were not chosen for the position, do not give up. Make sure your agency stays intact and keep looking. This pause is not punishment. This is redirection. Redirection is not rejection. This season is not wasted. Peace after job search comes when you stop fighting what happened and you start trusting who you're becoming. Your path is unfolding, even when it looks unfamiliar. And sometimes the greatest empowerment comes after the door closes. Keep searching. Don't give up. And know that there is an opportunity out there for you. Just make sure after the job search, you keep building those skills. You start your own small gig that can earn you something. You volunteer your service. Look for internship opportunities. Put yourself out there. Do something. Above all, do not allow yourself to fall into any mental instability. It's not worth the effort. You're good enough. And rejection does not mean you do not have the abilities. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked this reflection. If you did, please share and come back.